Y'all, guess what I am filming on? Again, my phone, because something's wrong with my SD card and it's not letting me film properly. But thank God the iPhone has an amazing camera and I can still film. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm really excited because I reached 1,000 subscribers. Over 1,000 subscribers actually. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. And I feel so free now that I can film myself, because this screen, this is a DSLR camera, and it doesn't have like a screen that I can see myself in. So I feel really restricted when filming on this camera. I'm probably just gonna film, we're just gonna film on the phone from here on out. I reached 1,000 subscribers, over 1,000 subscribers yesterday, and I just want to thank you guys so much for getting me here. I'm about to be rolling out videos like it's nobody's business. Okay. So I promised you guys, once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I was gonna get part 2 of my cybersecurity note-taking and scheduling video out, and this is gonna be it. I couldn't finish the last one because when I was filming, my residents, my neighbors and whatever, were being nosy and kept trying to come in and like see what I was doing and being rude. So I was like, I'm not even gonna try it. We're just gonna do it another time. So this is the other time. We left off on note-taking in the last video. I didn't really get to show you guys like how I really take notes, like really take notes. I just gave you an example. So I'm gonna show you how I really take notes from what I was explaining in the last video. This are the big sticky notes that I was talking about, and I think I got these from Staples. This is what I use to write most of my notes on, or any material that I can't really remember, and make it stick. Here's 2 examples of that. This is the OSI model. I was having trouble remembering this. This is how I wrote out the OSI model. It's kind of funky looking, but yes. And then these are the ports I was talking about. All the different type file transfer ports. I hope it's not backwards. I hope like when it shows to you guys, it's the other way around. So that's how I did that on sticky notes, and then like I'll just take it and stick it up somewhere, where I would be looking every day. Right here, and just stick it up. That's how I do that. And then here's some notebooks that I have to show you. Like, this is when I was reading Daryl Gibson's book. This is like a little notebook that I had random, and it's literally just like notes that I was taking, just simple plain notes, and I literally just take whatever I think is necessary to take down. And then this is another notebook that I have. I was taking Python notes. I told you guys I like to make things pretty. This is when I was doing the Minecraft project, and I was basically taking notes from the book. And I write down like the code and what each piece of the code does to make it really pretty. I was doing like calligraphy at this time and whatnot, and I like highlight things. Yeah, this is the second notebook, and then this is the third notebook. This is like the OG notebook. As you guys can tell, I like pretty sparkly things like a mermaid. So yeah, this is when I was doing these are like my other Python projects, and as you can see, I have like a sticky note here. If I'm reading a book or I'm like doing a lab, I take down anything that they highlight or they make relevant. So like the objectives, or if they have like a piece of code, or you're using a tool, I write down like what the code does or what the tool does, and I do that for security as well. And I just write down anything that I just don't know. I drew like a little tornado because that's what the module was called in Python. So I get really like fun and creative, as you can see. I'm very expressive and artistic as well when it comes to note taking. If you guys want me to do like a full video of me taking notes from like a book, and show you guys how I do that and how I make things pretty. I will be more than likely to do that because you guys got me to 1,000. So I'm doing anything and everything for y'all now to help you on your career and your journey and to motivate you. Okay, moving on to blogging, because I get a lot of questions on how I blog study material and how I go about blogging like a Cyber lab. So I'm gonna show y'all how I do that. I'm gonna put it right here, but I'm gonna be working from my MacBook. I already have a example right here set up. This is from when I was trying to film the first video, and I went ahead and while I was trying to explain things, I typed this example up. So this is an example of how I usually start my blogs. Now, I tell people to blog. If you're a client of mine, I've told you to start a blog because lots of people in the field have a blog because it helps us retain information, it helps other people learn the information, it helps with showing employers that you understand the information and you actually implemented the right techniques and figuring out the problems for the lab or whatever you're doing. It's just really good to help you understand the information and to show others that you understand the information and to help others that may not know understand the information. And it's also very good because it teaches you technical writing and technical documenting, which you do a lot on the job. Okay, this is an example right here. This is usually how I start my blogs. Welcome back, Empire. I will be blogging about how I completed Cyber's vulnerability identification and remediation lab. Who's emailing me at 2 o'clock in the morning? I will be documenting what I learned. So you want to let the audience know what you're documenting, what you're learning, because when you come back to the lab, I go back to my blogs all the time, especially my Python blogs, and I will go through it. If I want to explain something to somebody that I did in a previous project, I'll go back to the blog and be like, oh, I did this, 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 and this. And that also helps you retain information, and it also helps you study. So while you're sitting there, and when you're sitting here and you're typing out your blog, you're gonna be you're gonna be typing how you interpret the information. So it's hoping it stick, if that makes sense. So you want to write what you learned or tell people what your experience was like. And in this particular blog that I'm going to be writing, I'm going to be writing about how I'm reporting a bug, my first bug found in a lab or a security environment. They have this lab, and you've probably seen it on my Twitch channel if you watch me. I've been trying to get this lab to work and to get to the end for over a month now, and it keeps giving me this 503 error and Greenbone security assistant. If you guys know what that tool is, it's like a vulnerability scanner, and it just won't work. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna write this lab up and go step by step up until the point where I get stopped. And I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to the next lab. Then you wanna tell people the tools that you use, an Nmap, and then Greenbone security vulnerability scanners, what you're using. And then you wanna let people know and remind yourself what you learned while completing in this lab. Form a risk analysis of the findings, determine steps, yada, yada, yada. You're probably wondering, how are you getting this information? Well, let's hop over to Cyber. So we're gonna scroll down all the way to this faulty lab. And when I first get into the lab, they keep changing things. This was so different. This was not the same. Okay, let's see if we can launch it. Okay, it launches. That's different. Oh my goodness. So now on Cyber, instead of it being a gray button here that you could press, they now have a little arrow that you can press, and it gives you a description of what you're going to be learning in the lab. And I'm also going to show y'all how to do this on your Twitter and on your Instagram, because I do take my learning material and I do interactive threads and Instagram posts on what I'm learning, because it helps build traction and it helps you build an audience, and it also helps people learn and helps you learn. because it's fun. Social media is fun, so you might as well study and use the fun to study because, like, yeah. So yeah, basically took this description, and whatever I took from the description, I just summarized it here. So determine steps to be taken to mitigate the issues discovered, fill out necessary audit documentation. I really want to fill out a audit documentation report, and the lab just won't let me. It won't let me. All right, so that's how I do that with Cybersecurity. But you could do this with any learning material that you're doing, a book, any other type of online lab that you're completing. Basically, if you start blogging and you want to use your blog as a way to showcase what you're learning and also help you retain information and pick up that technical writing, welcome the people to your blog, tell them the title of what you're doing, let them know what's going to be going on, tell them the tools you're going to be using, tell them the lessons you're going to be learning. And then what I like to do is I like to have pictures. You guys know I like to make things pretty. Actually, we won't even do this one. We'll just go straight to my website and I'll show you guys how I do like a very pretty version. So we'll do this one. So this is the program that I built, weather forecast with JSON, and this was built in Python, and I basically built a weather calculating app with Python that pulls, it's like it's called web scraping. So I imported an API. You guys don't know what that is, just research of API. Actually, I'll put it right here. So I went and took an API from a different website to be able to pull their data and generate it into my app, if that makes sense. As you can see here, I wanted to pull data for my city, Baton Rouge. I got the API or the URL for that, and I put it in my code, and it generated the data. And as you can see, I'm showing you pictures step by step of what I'm doing. So if you're in security, you want to do the same thing. Now, if you're reading a book and they have labs, you want to take pictures of whatever you're doing in your lab environment, because you may not always have, just like I did here. This was on my computer. I had Python, the Python IDE, and then my own personal IDE, and I was just taking pictures of the code, as you guys can see. And then we got as you can see, I got the result, people seeing the result of me completing the lab. And now they can go, because I also have it on my GitHub. You can find this code on my GitHub. You can go and try and build it yourself. So yes, that's how I blog, and that's how I take notes while blogging. And this is how I use Twitter and Instagram to learn and take notes and study as well. And to also learn from others and collaborate with others, because you may learn some different things from other people online. So this is my whole method of using interactive Twitter threads to showcase what I'm learning. Basically what I do is I'll start with maybe if I'm doing 2 or 3 labs in one sitting, or I'm gonna do a series, I'll start with lab 1, and then I'll give the title of the lab, and then I'll go in and give a short little description of what we're gonna be doing, and then I add some tags to start pulling in the audience and let them know, look, I'm here, I'm about to do some hacking. And then I put a cute little hacking type GIF to make people, even non-tech users, I try to do things or brand to make them interested as well. So a lot of people who don't really understand hacking and how things work, when they see something very Matrix they're ooh, what's this? Because I would be the same way. If I don't know anything and I just know things hacking and stuff from Matrix, I'm gonna put something into I'm gonna be oh, that's nice. What are they doing? It's a little tip for you guys. Use pretty things. Think about branding and how other people who probably don't know are gonna stop by your posts. and learn something. Then I hop into the objectives, just like I would do in the blog post, and you tell people what you're going to be learning from the lab, scan key devices, or the goals of the lab, identify threats to systems, scan the network, identify vulnerabilities to the network. And you go in, and I just go in step by step and tell people what I'm doing step by step. I add pictures, and I want to show you guys on one of them. This one was easy to use. To go through and complete. I'm gonna show you. Like, I don't always finish the lab. Like, even if I F up, I put that in the thread as well. It's like I'm gonna do with the actual blog on my site. Like, I'm gonna say, like, look, I stopped here. It didn't finish. I didn't get to finish. Like, this is where I effed up. And you can reach out to Cyber. You can also show other people because they may be having the same issue. You never know who it's gonna help. I think it's this one. Yeah, I tell people we run into an issue. Service down. So I had the same issue, and this is the third lab, I think. Yeah, this is the one, vulnerability identification and remediation. Now, what is this lab? Did I get stuck on this one too? I think I did. Yes. I got the same error. So even if I go back and try to do this lab, oh no, this one worked. Maybe I put the wrong whatchamacallit in here. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out tomorrow when I go back and do the lab. But yeah, I put anything that happened if I had a successful run with the lab or the learning, I put it in. If I didn't, I put that in as well. Even if you're failing, you're also learning. Okay, sweetie, you're doing amazing. Even if you fail, you're doing amazing, as long as you don't stop. We don't stop in the Empire at all. Or you're kicked out in the dungeon and you can't get back in. Okay, and then lastly, I think this is the last one. Yeah, Instagram. I'm gonna show you how I do on Instagram. Instagram is a bit different. I don't like to barricade people with information in the caption because I don't like reading long captions. Some people do, I don't. So this is a post that I did. I usually just take like a nice little picture of myself, and then I tell people in the caption, like right here, I've been working on Cyber Labs, like we just seen, more often now that I'm done reading my Security Plus book. And then I tell people the concepts that I've learned or refreshed on, vulnerability scanning, and I make it cute. I put like some cute little diamond emojis because I like diamonds. And I go step by step and I tell people what I'm doing, what I'm learning, what I'm getting into. I told people I was going to be blogging so they could go to my blog. I think this is one. I also I do long posts sometimes and tell people like why I'm doing what I'm doing. Instagram could also be used as a blog. I know a lot of people, you see a lot of people who just kind of post pretty pictures, and I think a lot of people don't like Instagram for that reason because they don't really get value from a lot of people. They think it's just, people being flashy and stuff like that. But over on the tech side, from what I've seen, many of us get on here and we use it as a blogging platform as well, and to showcase what we're learning. I don't know why with social media, it just helps me learn better when I'm telling people what I'm learning because I'm excited about it. Just like when you're excited to get on social media and just get entertainment and stuff like that, you retain anything that's entertaining to you. So I make studying and note-taking entertaining, which is why my notes are so pretty and why I try to make my blog pretty, and I try to make my Instagram pretty and my captions pretty, because I use the concept of like, oh, if I'm on, like, I don't know, a lot of people tend to usually remember what happens on the Shade Room. A lot of people remember like drama and like theatrics and like, whatever they're in. So I use that concept for whatever I do. It needs to be entertaining. I need to be having fun. You want to be having fun and you want to be interested in what you're doing. So whatever is interesting to you and what's better for you, do it, because it's going to help you learn. And we're all here to learn and grow and become better cybersecurity professionals or developers or mentors. Okay? So yeah, that's about it, guys. Like, that's all I have. I really wanted to get this video out for you guys so you have something to watch for the rest of the week. You can watch me. I like filming on my iPhone better, to be honest. That camera, that Canon is just... If you guys still have any more questions about studying, about scheduling, about note-taking, please reach out to me. This is a service I'm probably gonna be adding. So if you reach out to me through my website or through Instagram or through Twitter, a lot of you have been DMing me and reaching out for consultation services through Twitter now that I've opened it to anyone who's not even following me, or I may not be following. We can work on your study schedule. We could work on like your note taking, and we could work on your blogging technique if you need help with your blogging technique. I also want to make an announcement, guys. My prices are probably going to be going up soon because right now I cannot focus on all of you guys while also doing my 9-to-5 work. And you guys know that I'm trying to slowly transition out of 9-to-5 into freelancing because I want to give my full attention to you guys. I want to be able to sit down and really focus and talk to y'all and give y'all tips and tricks and hacks and learn with y'all and be on here all the time. So I can't do that if I can't pay my bills. Like, my job is paying my bills now, but I want to get to the point where you guys are helping me pay my bills so I can put more time into you. I can invest more time into you. So my prices will be going up. I will also be implementing a new charge for my emails because emails and typing up follow-up emails takes some time. Editing resumes takes time. All of that. Like, and I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired. And I want to do this full time, but I can't because I already got a full-time job. So yes, I just wanted to put that out there and let you guys know that I will be raising my prices soon so I can come and help you guys 25/8. Okay? Okay. So I just want to know from you guys, now that we have established blogging and note-taking and security schedules, I want to know what you guys are going to do, like what you learn, how I've helped you, what tips you would like me to give on my channel, you know, in the next video. Let's discuss it in the comments below. I promise I'm gonna get back to you guys on the other comments. Like I said, I'm a very busy woman. Like, juggling all of this stuff is crazy, but I'm trying to do it full time, guys. I'm trying. Help me. Help me help you. Help me help you. Okay? And that's it. I just want to give a special thanks to you guys for being so sweet to me and getting me to over 1,000 subscribers and helping me get that YouTube check and that Twitch check and that Twitter check and that Instagram check and that clarity check. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I could not thank you enough. I tell y'all all the time, I thank you for supporting me and pushing me and funding me, like, because without y'all, I wouldn't be here. Point blank. Point blank. Without you, the Digital Empress would not have our empire. Okay? I mean, yeah, I started it by myself, but you guys support me and you push me, so you should feel great. You should feel very great about yourself. Okay? Make sure you guys like, subscribe. You know, you can go ahead and get me to 2,000 if you want to. And I will see you guys in the next video.